I'm here with Will on the ABB booth at PowerGen International. Will, I'm here looking at your automatic transfer switches. What's an automatic transfer switch?
So an automatic transfer switch is simply a device that is taking two sources. So typically a normal source and a backup source, and determining if the normal source fails, transferring over to the backup source.
Okay,
and controlling that automatically, controlling the generator and all of that. So you can seamlessly go from one source to the other and back when power fails and returns.
Now, when we were chatting earlier, you mentioned that ATS is that technology, that term. It's been around in the industry for years, but you've brought a whole lot of new innovation to that space with your TrueONE technology. What is that?
Yeah, so TrueONE is like new technology that ABB has developed. We launched actually at PowerGen here 2 years ago.
Ah, okay.
But it's been on the market for about a year and a half.
Okay.
So what that means, and you can see it right here, this is TrueONE. It's an ATS solution that is embedding all of the features of an ATS,
okay,
which basically means the switching context. You can see that there are two source terminals here, load up here, and then the controller, mechanism, HMI, and power supply are all on this left side. So they're deciding when to switch and providing the power to switch the contacts.
And you were telling me that one of the innovations that you brought here is that the whole design is very modular. You can replace things very quickly. You don't have to take everything down.
Exactly. So typically what you would see in an ATS is all of this point-to-point wiring, because all those modules I just mentioned are usually separate.
Okay.
Things mounted to the door, things mounted to the back of the enclosure, the switch parts.
Spaghetti junction.
Yeah, and all kinds of point-to-point wiring that could fail. We've got that actually all included in this module on the left, what we call the mechanism. And it's the brains and the solenoid and the power supply, and it can all be removed very simply in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just by putting it in lock mode, removing two screws, and taking it off. So nobody's seen that before.
Okay, and obviously then for maintenance, or should I want to replace something fails,
Absolutely.
It makes downtime or whatever.
Absolutely.
Change the equations.
Exactly. So we only have about 15 spare parts for TrueONE as a whole, as it is for our whole rating range. So
okay,
imagine if you have a site that has 30 ATSs and it's a highly critical facility like a data center. Having maybe 3 spare parts could cover you, and you could react very quickly to fix that particular ATS that failed.
Rather than having thousands of spare parts for
rather than having thousands
bits and pieces.
Exactly, thousands of spare parts, or waiting on a service personnel to come in and support with parts and showing up. You maybe even your facility, you may be able to handle that on your own. So
depends on the capabilities.
Exactly.
Okay, now you've also one last question. I'm guessing if this does anything or whatever, it's sending data somewhere to. Is it connected to the?
Yeah. So
is it connected to the cloud or something?
It can be. It can be. It can be connected to our ABB Ability EDCS cloud monitoring platform.
Yeah.
But we have a whole lot of capability there, and it's very easy to use. So we have 4 slots where we can expand actually, and we have digital programmable I/O.
Okay.
We can add that. We can add 6 communication protocols that we have.
RJ45.
Yeah,
whatever,
RJ.
right?
Exactly. So Modbus TCP we have here, and it's as simple as this. I mean, if you need to upgrade in the future, or as you order.
And I'm guessing that all of the various different comms modules, for want of a better word, because there's a lot of legacy stuff out there. You could be connecting into all sorts of things.
Exactly, and there's different types of systems that different industries are using. So
True.
It could be valuable to have Profinet or Profibus or DNP if it's a utility. So we're giving a lot more flexibility, because typically the only options today are Modbus, usually Modbus RTU and Ethernet IP. So, we have more options there.
Now you've also, in the last couple of years with some acquisitions, you guys have the Zenith product line. You're also taking some of the innovation and putting it into this family of products.
Exactly. So about a year and a half ago, about a little over a year ago, yes,
yeah.
we acquired or closed with G Industrial Solutions, acquiring that as part of ABB, and with that came GE Zenith.
Yep.
Well, we've actually moved very quickly on this and integrated TrueONE into Zenith.
Ah, okay.
So we are taking this brand new technology from the ABB side and trying to revamp our Zenith line. And this is the first step with our ZTX and ZTG lines of ATS. We've integrated our TrueONE level 2 and level 3. So that's our more basic offering. And we've basically given our customers a lot more technology at the same for the same application.
Yeah. It's bringing it up to the
Up to date. I mean,
today's
it's almost
requirements.
2020. So
Yeah, it is.
So it's time to bring
Okay.
ATS into the 21st century.
And as you say, these are the kind of things. I come from the IT world, so in data centers, this is the kind of some of the kit that's behind the covers, making sure the power stays on.
Exactly. This is ATS
In
are
a
critical.
plant.
Yeah, critical part to a plant, to life safety. They're very important to making sure that when the utility has an outage, the building, the critical loads stay powered.
Ah, okay, of course, yeah, because the switch is over.
Yes.
Okay, hey, good stuff. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.